Hey everybody, it's Simmer's Talk and welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're going to be building a modern farmhouse. I have built a modern farmhouse before, but I really liked the outside look of this in the end. I also added a little back porch in the back, but I wasn't really proud of the porch as much as I was the front of the house. This is unfurnished, but I did end up furnishing it on my stream, so if you want to check that out, make sure to check out my TikTok, not my TikTok, my Twitch and my TikTok, because I go live on both. But yeah, I tried to go for this one look at first, and I ended up skipping that whole look to begin with and just made it its own piece. But at first I was trying to make this roof blend in to another roof in a way and kind of give it a cool look, but I don't know. I've done it before, I just don't know how I did it specifically because the way I was doing it now was not working. It was not looking good, so I decided to just discard it and do my own thing. I was looking at a house for reference image, you know what I mean? But it wasn't the same. Everything when it comes to Sims 4 is so off. You can't make half unit walls or anything, so it's very hard to get realistic shapes of houses when we are only left with so much. You know what I mean? So here I was just doing a little half gabled roof for the porch, and I didn't know if I wanted the porch smaller, and for my columns I did something a little bit different by using walls instead, but I think I actually ended up moving that back into its own thing. And up here I blended everything into the roofs with the hipped roof, and I gave it a little bit of curvature, and I was afraid the curving of the roof would make it harder to blend, but honestly it worked out just fine. And that's what I loved about this house. It was so easy for me to see the vision for this, especially when the picture I was looking at, you know, it wasn't working out with what I wanted. So here I was just going off of how I wanted it to look at this point versus the image I was looking at. And I made the garage a little bit darker to kind of contrast the outside of the house, which was a pretty in plaster color. And the roof is also darker to bring in some more darkness to contrast everything. And here I was just doing a little bit of landscaping. I was raising the grass a little bit so that the foundation wasn't so showing. But I also placed this door with the open window concept because it gave me that farmhouse vibe, and I also tied in the modern look with the rest of the house and the roof type. And altogether I really love this build. I'm honestly so excited to use it for my next gameplay. It has 3 rooms and 2 bathrooms and an open kitchen and living room, but when I furnished it and did my own thing, you know, I separated the kitchen from the living room. Also, another thing is, when I furnished it, it was no longer base game, but as it is right now unfurnished, it is completely base game. And yeah, this window situation I was doing right here, I thought was really cool. I've never tried that before, and honestly I was so stoked when I did it because it wasn't lining up with any other window. It only worked with that window, and it only looked like a glitchy mess until I put the wallpaper in the house. So, and especially when you go into live mode itself, it doesn't the windows don't glitch like that. So it's all good, and the build is beautiful in my opinion. I love it. I love that window. I think the window room is what gives it to me, you know what I mean? Gives me that vibe. And also I put a room there specifically, so if you have a favorite sim, because I would definitely put my favorite sim in that room. But here I am just adding some dark flooring to the porch and then deciding what I wanted as far as the windows for the other pieces. And I actually ended up making my own window on the other side using the light box windows. So I ended up stacking them there. So once I was done with the window situation, I went ahead and used the gravel the darker gravel tone for the pathway, and I also outlined the pathway in debug bricks. I moved the lot to a different lot in Oasis just because I felt like it would be better with the light situation and everything. So here I am just placing that real quick. But yeah. Once I'm done with that, I saved doing the rest of the windows around the house, like towards the end, because I didn't want walls going through windows, if you know what I mean. So I tend to do my floor plans first, and then after that, you know, everybody wanted me to decorate this house like immediately. Like everybody was loving it. I'm pretty sure this was like a really good stream day for me. And honestly, I love it too. And decorating it, I felt like I didn't do the best just because I'm not much of a decorator as much as I am a builder, but I do try my best. So if you do want to watch that, make sure to check out my live streams. And yeah, landscaping it was fairly easy. It was easy to get plants to blend and everything. And altogether, I should have landscaped a little bit more. I feel like that's a part where I was lacking within this build, but using the wildflowers and everything helped to like blend the plants together easier and everything, especially with the ferns and the lavender. It all looked pretty to me. And as far as trees, I went with the ones that matched the Oasis world, so I used the palm trees. And honestly, I just feel like this house belongs in Oasis. It gives off that, like, I don't know, it gives off that vibe like it belongs in this town. And I've made another farmhouse. I think it was more Newcrest based. So if you want to check that out, you can also check out my gallery. I have plenty of other builds. I've been trying to branch out into different styles too. So if you have a style suggestion, leave it in the comments below. And yeah, I'm just finishing off like the pathway and outlining all of that. And when it comes to the inside of the house, I'd left it customizable, so I left gray wallpaper on all of the walls inside, except the bathrooms. I did white tile, and that's all customizable. That's not how I left it at all when I decorated it myself. It just leaves me a better base, I guess. You know what I mean? And I added a tall tree outside too, because I felt like a tall tree by the bump out, because I felt like it helped to accentuate that bump out in a way. But altogether, I really did have fun with this build. And I would love to do more builds like this in the future, for sure. It's definitely one of my favorite styles to do. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and comment. And also check out my TikTok, because I do post daily on there. And I try to stream daily as well. I streamed more on TikTok than I do on Twitch, but I am trying to change that and stream more on Twitch. But check me out on both, and also stay tuned for more videos in the future. I do have more plans and more speed builds ready for you guys, and I can't wait to build with you guys. So leave a like and comment if you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll go ahead and see you guys next time.